Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome everyone. This is Regina again from Facebook page of Regina's Digital Circle. Sunday and I are available now again, as promised every day with another dose of business information that also can relate to our daily life as well. So the difference between people who succeed and those who don't isn't always talent or luck. Often it's simply that one person decided to keep going when everyone else would have quit. So that is our topic. Don't give up too soon. The topic is don't give up too soon. So the biggest mistake most people make isn't failing, it's quitting just before the breakthrough. Before we go any further, I will give a brief introduction to those who are new on my page. My name is Regina Karim. I'm originally from Fiji, living in Brisbane. I'm retired and a digital business mentor. Sunday and I come every day, try and bring something that is inspiring and motivating to those who are looking for inspiration and motivation. I know I have been there. We have all been there when the days are so not so, good. We feel down. So when we hear something motivating and inspiring, it changes your perspective. So for those who are new on our page, thank you so much for joining us. And for those who will be watching the replay, thank you so much again. I'll ask Sunday to introduce herself and then we will move forward on the topic. Thank you, Sunday.
Thank you so much, sis. And I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching right now. And if you're watching the replay, just want to say welcome into the Unstoppable You show, where we always share more inspiration, as Regina has said it. So let me introduce myself for those ones who are yet new here. My name is Sunday. I am originally from South Sudan, currently living here in Townsville, Australia. I'm a mom of four, a wife, and a successful digital business mentor. I'm so grateful to be here with Regina to share some of our life stories, because sometimes they say that experience is the best teacher. So we have gone through life experience that almost made us give up too soon. So we know some people are going through some life challenges, but we want to say don't give up too soon, because your success might be very close away. Thank you so much. Back to you, sis.
Yes, thank you so much, sis. Yes, definitely. Success takes longer than most people expect because we often overestimate what we can achieve in a week, but underestimate what we can achieve in a year. Great things are built with patience and consistency, not rushing into things. So every setback is teaching you something. Like if you are doing something and nothing is happening, it's teaching you something. Be patient. Challenges aren't there to stop you, they're there to strengthen you. It gives you, like the experience to, take it easy, take it slow, and learn through every mistake, because every mistake gives you experience you didn't have before. And progress is often invisible. We always get impatient. We want to see the results, but it is the progress that is within that project that you're doing or whatever you're doing. It's invisible because you can't see results. And it doesn't mean, if you can't see, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. Like a seed growing underground, your hard work is preparing for the right season. Because, like you can't plant something that grows in summer, in winter, and expect it to grow just like that. It won't. So it will take time. So most people quit too early because they think that things get hard. When things get hard, those who keep going are often the ones who eventually succeed. So your future self is going to thank you if you imagine looking back 1 year from now and grateful you didn't quit. Today's consistency creates tomorrow's success. Like we all go through things in life. When things get hard, oh, it's so easy to quit, man. It's so easy to quit because the mind plays games with, the mind, you play in your mind what you imagine, like you want things happening quickly, but when it doesn't, you just say, oh, I'm going to quit. The mind is telling you quit, because no, you can't, if you're going to quit when you have spent so much time in it, And then you realize that if I had just stayed one more day, I would have got the success that I was, waiting for. But if you quit, you will not know. So, like at the end of the day, the focus is on the next step, not the whole journey. Take one step at a time. Stay connected to people who encourage and inspire you. We are trying to encourage and inspire you. Stay connected with us. And stay connected with people who encourage you.
Yeah.
Remember why you started, especially on the hard days. So if you're feeling like giving up today, don't. You might be just one step away from the breakthrough you have been praying and working for. Keep showing up, keep believing, and keep going. Don't ever say you want to quit, because if you quit, it may be that you quit too soon before the result, before the breakthrough, and you will regret it for the rest of your lives. So like, I'll now give it to Sunday to share her information and his experiences regarding this topic. Thank you, Sunday.
Thank you so much, sis. I really love the points you have shared. And to someone going through some challenges, quitting is so easy and it's very fast. You can quit now and you can just decide to quit anything. It doesn't mean what you're doing. It can be anything. You can quit it and very easy to quit. But staying consistent, staying on point, it's hard, but the reward is really huge. I just want to share my life story. I've been sharing my background, how I grew up. I grew up in the refugee camp, lost my parents, and I did not have more time. I did not have even a place to stay. We just moved from one house to the other. So I was doing so well in education, and then I got a scholarship. I finished my high school, but I had my sibling were growing up. So I decided to go back to South Sudan because there was a little peace agreement there in South Sudan. So I went back, I got a job. I just finished high school, no profession, not a specific profession. So I got a lot of skills in different areas like GIS. I could create maps, print maps. I did a lot of skills on data entry, information management analysis, all those networking, a lot of skills, but there is no specific profession that I had. So one day, one of my colleagues asked me, what is your profession? I was quiet. I did not know what was my profession. I was, because high school is just flat. It doesn't have a profession. So, and then I gained a lot of skills. I did not have a specific thing that I was certified on. That really provoked me so much. I said I have to go back to school, but I was still in the process of paying my sibling in high school. Some of them completed, and some of them were still. I promised myself that one day, when all of them will finish, I will go back to school. So it was remaining one who was not yet finished, but I said I could manage. But I got married. I already have children. I already have 3 children that time. So I decided, the first time I decided I want to go back to school was when I have 2 children. I decided that I wanted to do something in what I'm doing because I was working in information management. So I wanted something to do with information management so I could really add on to what experience that I have. So I decided to do a course on IT and management. But I did not have electricity in my house where I could study at home. So I usually study during my lunch hour at place of work. And that was not enough. Not only that, the IT part, it has a practical part that I'm supposed to practice, maybe dismantling a computer and fixing it up back, repairing, configuring it. I only had little chance, if I'm given the chance to do that in my place of work, but to have that time to study each part, I did not have it. So exams came and I failed. I failed that step. I failed the IT part. I was still interested to go back to school because I did not get my paper. I wasted my money, my time. That went. I said, okay, now this time I want to do management only. I decided to do management, and then I conceived. It was very hard to manage family, pregnancy, work, and all those. It was really, really hard. So, but I was about to give up. I said, maybe this is not meant for me, because someone told me, you're already big, you cannot go back to school, and your brain cannot now understand these things. But that, I thank God that he said that, because I was about to give up. But when he said that, it really provoked me so much. I said, no, I have to prove to him that I can go back to school. So I enrolled in another course again. The third time, this was the third time. I enrolled in a course on information technology, but that one was, they have classes. The previous one was just distant learning, because I was working and there was no time for me to go for studies. Besides, also all those courses were done outside my country, so I have to travel. But that time already, the third time, my family was in Uganda, so it was convenient. When I go for holidays, I could go for lessons, I could go attend classes, and also they do have online classes. Guess what happened? After 1 month of enrolling, I conceived again. It was like, what? This is so. I was really, really almost giving up, but I promised myself that because that guy provoked me, that I was too old to go back to school, I must show him that I have to, I wanted to. It was not actually for his benefit, it was for my own benefit. So I pushed myself. I gave birth to this girl who is now my last child. I call her the boss baby. I gave birth to her premature. So it was time for exams. I had to take time off a dead semester, because this child does not need temperatures like high temperature, no windy, no. There were so many rules and regulations. I was a student, I was a mother, I was a staff, I was so many things. Life was so squeezed for me. But I promised myself that I would not give up, because giving up was so easy, just deciding not to go for lessons or attend classes. But I was able to push myself, even to buy myself mobile data so I can be able to study. I even bought myself a laptop because I wanted to push myself, But after that, the child became a little stronger. I went back to school, but COVID hit again. We have to stay home about 2 years, but thank God they were giving us lessons just to give up, to keep us warm during those moments. So I kept learning, though, with the noise, children here and there. I pushed myself. after 5 years, After 5 years of that study, it's supposed to take me 3.5 years, but it took me 5 years. At last, I graduated, and I graduated with the three things that I graduated with: my document, my bachelor degree in information technology. I had a baby, and then I started up this online business. That time when I got that, when I pushed myself, and then I was able to see the value of not giving up. I was able to see that, oh, you deserve more. There were so many things that were coming together, and I was able to make the decision to build up my own business. Now, instead of giving up, I could have lost that study time. I gained three things. I have my paper, I have the baby, and I have my business that I'm running right now, and it has helped me so much, learn a lot. Even when we moved to Australia here, because of the skills I learned in this online business, within 3 months, I got a job. You see, that chain just started from when I did not want to give up, just push myself. So I just wanted to share with you this, because I don't know what you're going through right now. I don't know how many businesses you tried and it has failed. Let me tell you, you can start the next one. There was someone, is called Dave, in our business. He started 24 businesses, all failed. The 25th one, which is our business, this business model, it is the one that succeeded. And now he's debt-free. He has properties over properties, traveling here and there. He is so happy and doing even missions. He's doing a lot of things. So giving up is not an option, but keeping yourself on persistent. Every small step matters a lot, and it is building that big block towards your success. So if you're almost giving up on yourself, could be your health, could be education, like me, could be business, because me, even this is another business that is really successful, but I tried 2 others that failed me, but that opened up my eyes. to get to know what exactly do I want. So in whatever state of life that you're in, and you're feeling yourself like you're almost giving up, maybe giving up could be the best option. I tell you that giving up is not an option, because with that consistent that you will choose to yourself, maybe you will even gain more. Like me, I wanted to gain one, which was my academic paper, but I gained three. I gained three of them, and I have business that already changing lives. I'm not only changing my own life, but I'm also helping others change their lives too, which is really so satisfying. So again, never give up. Don't quit too soon. Your success might be just a very little small layer just behind that thought that you want to give up, because success is always hidden in that great fear, and it feels like it is there's a very big huge mountain behind you, but it's not. When you have succeeded, you will see that, oh my god, was it only because of it that I was almost going to give up? So never give up. Hear from us, we have gone through all sorts of lives challenges, that because we did not give up, it helped us push on and where we are, and we are still going. So never give up too soon. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you. My God. I can just keep listening to you. Your story is so inspiring. My God, you are an unbelievable strong lady. Very inspiring. So yes, definitely giving up is not an option. I will also share something here from my life experience. When I before starting this business, I also tried a few other things where I failed. It didn't work. So like when I was when I had that life-threatening incident, because of my lifestyle before that, I was so not I was in a very bad state, because I was just always questioning myself, why did this happen to me? I was so into fitness, into good eating habits, keeping myself active and all that. Why did this happen? There was too many why.
Yeah.
And I could not get the answer to anything, but I wanted to keep my mind active so that I don't think about all this. That is when I found this business. But if I had given up on myself because of what happened to me, like I could have just said, oh no, this is too much, I can't go on, like I could have given up on life. I could have given up on the second opportunity that God gave me. So, like we should always think of what we have in our life, the opportunities we get. If you are looking for something that is going to change your life, go for it, because this business offers you the opportunity. You don't have to do anything. It's already done. You just have to come with an open mind
Yeah.
and come, ready to learn and upgrade your skills, because there's a lot of support provided here, a lot of support, and you are never alone. So don't think that there's, if you're looking for something and you can't find, then you are saying, oh, I just give up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It if you don't do anything, how can you expect anyone else to help you? Because you got to help yourself. Then only you can, because God has given us brain.
Yeah.
God is there to help, but God has also given us brain to use it. Think about it. What can you do for yourself? You got to think of yourself first before you can think of anyone else. If you can't help yourself, how are you going to help others? So that's what we are doing. We are like successfully running the business, and we are also trying to help other people who are also looking for the same lifestyle. So if you are one of them, get in touch with either of us, whoever you want to, and we can help you get started on this amazing business journey. So we will come again tomorrow with another very inspiring topic. I hope you guys are having a lovely weekend. We will see you again tomorrow, same time. Until then, bye bye.
Bye bye.